All right, we're going to turn now to the bees. We know the American bumblebees population numbers are in danger, but what we don't know is how North America's 4,000 other bee species are doing. Habitat loss, pesticides, and climate change are all taking a toll, and to make things extra tricky, it's nearly impossible for the average human to tell different bee species apart. But now, that's where you and your smartphone can help. Kansas State University entomologist Brian Spiesman has created an app called BeeMachine, and Brian joins us now right here on The Current. Brian, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
All right, let's start with just how hard is it to tell bee species apart?
Well, so we have about 4,000 species in North America, and we might have, in your backyard, you might have up to 50 different species. They can range between just a couple of millimeters long to really large bees like bumblebees. And so it's the really small bees that can be really challenging. There are a lot of variation, a lot of bees that just look so similar. You have to look under a microscope to be able to identify most of those little ones.
And the people that would be doing that, looking under the microscopes, that can try and identify these species are taxonomists, but what sort of staffing shortages does that field face?
Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of retirements of taxonomists, people not filling those positions. And so it's becoming a real challenge for people like me who need that kind of expertise to help me in some of my studies. And it's it can be a real challenge to find people that actually have time to do it.
But now anyone with a smartphone can do it. So tell me, how does this app work?
Pretty simple. You can take a picture with a smartphone with pretty much any kind of camera, upload it to the website or use it on the smartphone, and you'll get a prediction back. So it's pretty good at identifying a lot of the larger species like bumblebees, and we're getting better and better at identifying all bees.
What about the data that the app collects? I mean, what do you do with all of that? What's it used for?
Well, it's really important data. So bees are they range very widely. And so we have some species that span, half a continent or a full continent. So we need people out collecting data across very large spatial scales. And citizen science programs are really great for this because we can get eyes out in the field, all over the country and help us track bees. And so all of the sighting data that is contributed to the BeeMachine app will be available freely for scientists and pretty much anybody actually to use for conservation.
Brian, one of the reasons why I love this story so much is I just love when someone sees a problem and they just go out there and they try to fix it in a way that's accessible to other people as well. And I wanted to ask you, the app uses AI to learn about the different species. So I was reading right now it can distinguish like 350 different kinds of bees. So I wanted to know, what is your goal? How many kinds of bees worldwide do you eventually want it to know?
Yeah, so there's around 20,000 species all over the world. And that's our goal. We want to be able to, put this identification ability into the hands of anybody anywhere in the world, so they can identify bees for conservation and just help us track bee populations. We're really limited by data at this point. So good image data that we can use to train these artificial intelligence algorithms. And the algorithms work. It's just we need the image data to put into them. And so that's what we're limited by right now.
Well, Brian, thank you so much for your time today. I'm so excited. I already have the app downloaded. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
And for you guys at home, the app, once again, is called BeeMachine. You can find it right now in your Apple or Android app stores. And hey, if you're headed out for any hikes or your walks this weekend, let us know if you snap any bee pics for the app.